All right, here we are, day 47. Day 47, we got dropped back off on Harvey's Knob Overlook off the Blue Ridge, and we're heading northbound. Want to thank Lynn and her husband for hosting us for 3 nights, 2 full days. They fed us, they drove us around, they provided us a place to sleep, all that good stuff. And allowed us to get some slack pack miles in, probably close to 40 slack pack miles. So that was good. And today we are going about 20-ish to a shelter. So the good news is the first half of that 20 is mostly down and flattish. There are some ups, but not too crazy. The bad news is the second half has a bunch of ups, or a bunch up. So, it is what it is. But we might, at lunchtime, run into fresh ground, because when we saw him the other day, he was talking about being at Jennings Creek on Thursday, which is today. And Jennings Creek is that about 10.5 miles from here. So we got started just slightly after 9 because we had to kind of take a different route to get up here because they're working on the Blue Ridge. So they got certain parts closed. So we had to kind of go further north and come in from the other side, kind of. So I'm thinking we can get there 1-ish, probably. If Fresh Ground's there doing lunch, we should be able to see Fresh Ground for lunch. That'd be great. If not, we've got food. So it isn't mandatory that we see Fresh Ground. But it'd be nice to take a nice little break and get some good food before we have to do our afternoon climbs. So hopefully we can get to that shelter that we want to get to, because that'll set us up nicely tomorrow to be able to do close to 20-ish too, but it's like a lot more downish and small ups tomorrow. And that would put us, we'd actually finish the day down at the James River. We crossed the James River Bridge. And hopefully be able to get picked up by Stanimals and go into Glasgow and spend the night at Stanimals tomorrow night. So that's the plan. Last night I found the leak in my sleeping pad. It was right where I thought it would be, right by that valve. And I patched it. Hopefully that works. We'll see. Their new valve system, they got like a wing nut kind of thing on it. And what happens is if you just try to turn that wing nut to deflate your pad one-handed, the plastic base of that wing nut, which is in the pad, I think has some sharp edges. And when you just use one hand, it kind of twists that. And I think it probably slowly starts poking the material and eventually pokes a little hole in it. So I think that's how that happens. It's not a great design, but also I think if you put one hand on that base and hold it steady and then turn the wing nut, I think that would prevent that from happening. So a combination of not a great design, but definitely some operator error. So from now on, I'm just going to have to use 2 hands to turn that wing nut and not just try to use one, because I think that's what's causing it. So we'll see if that repair kit fixed it. If it doesn't, then I'll have to go to plan B. I'll probably just have to maybe order me a new pad, have it sent to Waynesboro, and then this one I can try to send back to Thermarest, see if they can repair it or whatever. So that's the deal. All right, here we are at Mills Gap. If you look down, Way back there, you can see the James River, which hopefully tomorrow afternoon we will cross at some point on a footbridge. Yep. All right, here we are climbing. We caught fresh ground for lunch. Had some seafood delight. Basically rice with, looked like black beans and corn and some shrimp and scallops. Chill guy also had some fries and grilled cheese. Had some Gatorade. Hung out there probably hour and a half, eating, drinking, getting ready for our climb. So we started back at 3. We got 8.8 to go, most of it uphill. So we'll probably get to the campsite 7-ish, but that's okay. We're fueled up. It's a nice day. Getting a little warm, but oh well. Rather have that than the cold. So that's what we got. Just climbing. All right, here we are. We're under half a mile from the shelter. So we just finished like over a 2,000-foot climb that probably went about 4 miles, 3 to 4 miles. So for the day, we will have done, as soon as we get to the shelter, 21.4. And we didn't start till 9:15. We're going to get to the shelter probably 6:40. So basically that's about 9.5 hours, but we took a little over an hour and a half break with fresh ground. So basically in 8 hours, or just shy of 8 hours, we did 21.4 to include that last 2,000-foot climb. So it's pretty good with our full packs. So pretty happy with the pace we've been able to maintain today and do. Isn't too bad. That sets us up nicely for tomorrow to get to the James River and hopefully get into Glasgow. So we'll look at that tonight. But good day, nice weather, and another 21.4. That'll put us at mile like 767.5 or something like that. So 767. So there we go. All right, that'll do it for day 47, 21.4 miles.